Hello, and welcome to today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks, and I'm the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. And we are ramping up ahead of the start of the 2025 football season, which will be the most anticipated season in the history of Arizona State athletics, which, perhaps it will be. Probably is if you ask most fans of the program. Um, but so excited to cover the team this year. I can't keep hammering that down enough. It's an absolute honor, a treat, a joy for me to do this. And I hope I'm still giving each and every one of you that enjoys my content great, engaging things to read through and think about every single day. Um, if you see below me the banner, please give me a follow on X/Twitter at khicks_21. I will be attending practices in very short order, and we'll be getting video content from practices, press conferences, and everything in between. So that will be the place where you really want to follow for all of that content. Yeah, without further ado, I want to get into today's show. It might be a little bit of a shorter show today. Kind of just want to touch on three recruiting sphere topics for the football program pertaining to it. First one, Arizona State still busy on the transfer portal trail, possibly adding their final transfer of the spring season ahead of the start of the season in Rashad McKenzie, a 6'6 defensive tackle that committed on Thursday night from Washington State. So he joined the Washington State program in 2022 and he did not play. He redshirted 2023 in his very first game in his collegiate career. He suffered a season ending injury and did not play. And then 2024, he only played in 2 games and was a reserve for most of the season. So the upside there is probably pretty massive simply due to his frame and the renowned nature of the Arizona State coaching staff. But he's probably just going to be a depth piece for this season. I believe 3 years of eligibility remaining, despite coming into college in 2022, because he has the 2 redshirt years. Um, yeah, Zach Swanson, Elijah O'Neal, Mikael Williams, there are a bunch of defensive linemen that already are set to get ample playing time. So probably won't be this year that I'm in Michael Gardner yet. And Rashad McKenzie will probably be more of a 2026 guy, a developmental piece. But as we've seen with Arizona State's staff in the past, can't discount anybody. They can develop anybody they want. The sky is the limit for that coaching staff. Um, so for number two, I wanted to talk about the 2026 recruiting class again. Obviously, already have a high volume of players committed. They just got their 18th commitment the other day, and 8 of them are from the state of Texas. And this impressive class that's headlined by 4-star quarterback Jake Fede is absolutely being praised around the college football world. I believe 24/7 Sports has the Sun Devils within the top 20 classes so far, with months before this National Signing Day. And there is room for growth for Kenny Dillingham's program still. They can still sign more players. They can still get higher profile recruits. It's absolutely possible. And ESPN has them 12th. They were ninth last time that ESPN dropped the official recruiting rankings for the classes. And they're ahead of programs like Oregon and Georgia. Well, that might not stick. It's a phenomenal sign that Kenny Dillingham's culture is absolutely sustainable in Tempe. The coaching staff is one that players absolutely want to play for and actually actively seek out. And there's potential for 5-star recruits to come to Tempe in the future. That's not something that can be ruled out. Arizona State is a program now that has proven to be one that can develop NFL talent, that can compete in meaningful games, and you have other selling points such as location, academic prestige, and everything in between that Arizona State is becoming a destination program like people have been saying for the last 30 to 40 years. And it's awesome to watch as a fan of a program. And I am so excited for everybody that roots for the Arizona State Sun Devils moving forward. Last thing today I wanted to talk about was Marcus Arroyo, um, assistant running backs coach Trenton Bourget, and running backs coach Sean Aguano going to the ASU passing camp on Thursday night. They were accompanied by three of the top 27 recruits in the state of Arizona in the class of 2027. And the headliner is none other than 6'1 junior running back Noah Roberts out of Basha High School in Chandler. He is the top prospect in the state of Arizona for 2027. He reportedly runs a 4.38 40-yard dash already. Phenomenal athlete, has phenomenal game speed. Uh, Ball carrier vision is beyond his years based off of what I've seen so far. And there's a whole 2 more years of him left to get even better, to get even taller, to get ready for the college game. And possibly he's already the 61st ranked player nationally. There's a possibility that he becomes a top 30 player nationally. I believe that very much so. And the interest is also absolutely there. Some of the programs that have caught his attention so far early in the process include Alabama, of course, Arizona State, the local school, Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes, University of Miami, Oregon, and then he also has offers from schools such as USC, Texas, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Kansas State, Iowa State, Indiana, Florida State. So there is so much interest for this running back. Roberts would be a phenomenal fit under Sean Aguano at Arizona State, though. That would be a matchup that any Arizona State fan would be absolutely eager to live out in reality after the work that Sean Aguano's done. That's well documented. Benjamin, well, he didn't have nearly as strong of a year in 2019 compared to the year before Aguano took over. He still had a phenomenal season, was selected in the NFL draft. Then you have Rashad White selected in the third round of the NFL draft, scored 20 rushing touchdowns across 2 seasons at Arizona State. Yep, absolutely raised his profile after being a JUCO recruit the years prior. Um, Ex Valade, 16 rushing touchdowns, wasn't undrafted free agent, but absolutely had an awesome season under Aguano and absolutely got better as well. And Cam Scadaboo rose all the way to the beginning of the fourth round after having a Heisman caliber season under Sean Aguano, which was an encore of the 2023 season, which saw him have a great season as well in an Arizona State offense that was largely anemic for much of the season due to quarterback issues. Um, so yeah, the in-state recruiting is an absolutely big deal. After the previous four head coaches, we all know what they did: Todd Graham, Dennis Erickson, Herm Edwards, and um, Dirk Cotter. They all really didn't emphasize recruiting in state, and we all know how important that is. Arizona football has been very underrated in terms of the high school talent that it produces for a while now. And Kenny Dillingham, Jason Mons, Sean Aguano, all local guys, they all understand the paramount importance of keeping in state guys at Arizona State. And that is half of the battle. And with all the success that we've seen so far, it's easy to see Arizona State taking over the state recruiting pipeline long term, and that would be a phenomenal victory for Kenny Dillingham. The sky is absolutely endless for this program. There is really no ceiling on what they can do under Dillingham, and that can't be hammered down enough how exhilarating that is. Um, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Kevin Hicks, Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. Follow me on X when you get a chance at khicks_21. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and see you tomorrow.